Sisters. I'm Mariam.
I'm Claudia.
And I'm Sandy.
Okay, so I put out the post for May YouTube requests on Patreon. This post is available for both our tiers. Both the tiers can comment. However, only the Hershey's Gold will see what is chosen and what wins. So if you want to check it out, go ahead and upgrade your membership. It doesn't hurt, you know.
Well, they can't see this, so they can't see it.
Yeah, no, they won't. Anyways,
So you can't
they'll get
upgrade
the
because you've already
notification.
upgraded.
They'll get the notification though.
Yeah.
So, anyways, guys, this is a request we got from. It was requested from the people on Patreon. It's the
So
Triple R Stars. Yes, Hershey's Gold. It's the Triple R Stars NTR Junior and Charan. Talk about the song Naatu Naatu and it becoming an international sensation. Basically, it is all English. I believe this journalist or interviewer person is from LA or something. And they're going to talk about the success, the international success the movie has gotten. Okay, let's just get right into it. Okay, let's go.
Look at these two guys that entered the room. NTR Jr., Charan from RRR. How you doing, boys?
Great, Clayton. Great. Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming in on this rainy day. That just means that the gods are crying because you're in LA finally.
Wow.
We're so excited that you're finally here.
The rain god is blessing us.
Yeah.
Sure.
How has this ride of RRR been for the both of you? It's been a global box office sensation.
It's variety
It's
TV.
super popular here.
Feels great. I mean, it's overwhelming.
Okay.
And sometimes you think about it. LA has always been a spot for holiday.
I swear I was looking at that right now.
America as such was a place for holiday or, meeting family, But all of a sudden, LA and America in general has become a workplace now. We've never imagined this would happen.
Yeah.
We come from the southernmost part of India, the southern part of India. And here we are today, very proud of being Indians,
Yeah, Clayton, I still can't believe I'm sitting in the studio in LA. And like you said,
my
it was
gosh,
always
his
a place of pleasure.
It's like
And coming here for work, it is still digesting.
From in
I'm
here.
still,
It's a really cool
getting
look.
around it. I think
Sandy,
it's
the
great,
movie we
and
did.
as the world is becoming one,
We did a
the
movie
cinema
from
is
him.
also becoming
It
one.
was greatness.
And,
Triple R, we did.
you guys have really been kind. And, you appreciated us, and it's
was
very
like-
overwhelming to be here.
I was
Yeah,
like,
it's easy to
Yeah, because you're not in.
to be kind to
Yeah, you
movies
were
that
there
are
in
great
Triple R, weren't
movies,
you?
and this came from
That's
the
how I recognize
insane
both of them.
mind
Such a mumble jumble.
of SS Rajamouli.
I know, not really.
I would give
The Naatu Naatu
anything
dance.
to read the production notes on this movie to see what someone thought was
remember.
too far or not, or that we shouldn't do that part because it's so out there and it works so well.
Absolutely.
You guys filmed this in 2018,
started it.
Started in 2018, yes.
and then
Ended 2021.
21, just a couple of
COVID
months
happened.
before the
Oh
release
my
of
gosh,
the
yeah, I
last
was about to
shot.
say, I was like, bro.
We did that behind the
and
scenes.
pandemic obviously.
That
played
documentary is
into
actually
that.
on.
We lost in 8 months
Patreon.
there. Like
This was
everyone.
technically supposed to be the fastest movie of SSR. but he planned it. He
And God
he
said,
planned
"Get
for
thought."
that. But
said,
but
"COVID."
didn't happen. Yes, we were hit by the
Coronavirus!
pandemic. No second thoughts about that. The whole world was. The whole world was in a standstill. So were we. We had to get off and stop and halt and then move on again. But having said that, Rajamouli still took his sweet time. And I would like to agree with you on
He
one
doesn't
thing,
have a
the
flaw for a
insane
reason, this
of
director,
SSR,
okay?
Yes.
I like the way he said
He
that.
is insane.
Agree.
Let's talk about Naatu Naatu. Nominated for a Golden Globe, shortlisted at the Academy Awards for Best Original Song. I
Yep.
believe NTR, you told me recently, SS Rajamouli only likes to do things that he feels everyone can do. I watched Naatu Naatu, Ram. I don't think I can do a
Right.
lot of it. I can do some of
Agreed.
it. But you did multiple takes for it.
Having our unique style ourselves, each of us, and just to be in sync and have one style called SSR style. So that was the most difficult part. It's not the choreography that was very difficult.
can't get
or,
over his
pulled us down or made our knees wobble.
I've never met.
Yeah, but it's just
That was a crazy
getting
scene.
into sync of what Mr. Rajamouli was trying to ask us from this. And today I understand, of course,
We
it was
did the
the toughest
documentary.
song we did, in terms of getting the synchronization. But today I can understand why it is what it is.
No, because everybody including, I'm sure you would have tried it too, Clayton.
Yeah,
You would have. So yeah,
Yeah.
so that's the idea I think Rajmouli had. He does not want to give you these so super complicated steps.
that's
I mean,
fair.
if you see what he's done in Magadhira and or what I've done in my movies with Rajmouli before, he does not like to complicate his dance, especially
which angle?
in his movies. It goes into the heart of the audiences only when you are willing or you have the chance
Be
to
so
try.
for real. This is not
You don't wanna
complicated. Then
sit down
what
there and say,
is?
oh my God, I can never do that. No, you would want to give it a try.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Rajmouli had in his mind. When people are not willing to try or even capable enough to try doing it, why will it be nominated into the Golden Globes today, or shortlisted on for the Oscars? I think that was his idea. As you said, the toughest part was the synchronization. It was not the step by itself.
Talking about your characters in the film, Ram, you represent fire, you represent water, NTR. Was there ever a moment that you guys thought about what it would be like if you had swapped roles, if you had played the other one? Do you think that actually could have?
No, just the other day I was telling, I think both our characters are very similar to us in real. And it came very natural when we were
definitely
doing
the
the
hot one.
scenes.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe I would love to try it just for the heck of it.
Should just catch a drool over here.
NTR's
We need another
picture
SpongeBob.
in my mind. I would love
That's
to. Why not?
But I will tell you something for sure. I personally
I could not
feel
not
that,
say
the
that.
friendship
Okay,
we've
it
had
was
over
the
past 10
perfect
years,
moment.
For 15 odd years, I think Charan's more of water because he's.
I know the fly.
I would say
That or
he's
something.
an
I don't know what
introvert
it
for
is.
sure. A little bit of extrovert qualities here and there come in and go, but I feel that Charan's more water for me because
No,
You
he
know, when
ain't.
you
You
look
just
at
jealous. I'm
the
joking.
sea
I'm
in
joking.
general, you really cannot.
Be so for real.
I'm joking.
It's just so peripheral.
Please don't drag
You
me.
don't know
I'm
what's happening inside.
joking.
Unless and until you are willing to go deep.
They're gonna curb stomp you into a
So
pot.
for me, Charan as a person in general is very deep.
I see in his eyes the deepness.
You cannot estimate what you're getting into unless and until you're willing or he's willing to invite you. So I would say that Charan for me is water.
I disagree.
I'm an extrovert.
I would definitely agree on that. And,
How you gonna-
Somebody like what you see is what you get. There's nothing hidden. So he is all in or all out. It's as simple as that.
If you want to do it, you'll do it.
And that's
if
my
you
personality,
don't,
all
then
in or all out.
Yeah,
Ain't
that's
no in between
impossible
for
to make
me.
him do
Have you
it.
seen me?
I appreciate that. Looking at some of those
The
other scenes, I'm
majestic laugh.
thinking about the swap again.
They literally laughed in
there's
sync,
one
bro.
key killer scene in which you are on the shoulders of NTR. Yeah. So, how do you plan for that scene? And are you harnessed, or are you actually holding the weight?
There was
of
a safety harness.
Yeah.
There was a safety
There
harness.
was
You know
a-
what? Again,
60% of it was still. I was
Wow.
setting on him. That was a tough sequence for him. That was tough.
Harness is good though,
But
at least
That's
just
the
in
reason
case
I don't
like
want to swap for such
things
You
is
wanna
wrong.
carry
I'm happy with
You do not want to carry me after I've put on so much weight. No. Now, yeah, maybe he could try because I've lost a bit of that muscle mass and I'm a little leaner than what I was back then. That was hell of a sequence. It really demanded a lot from us, and you know what? It's not easy to be on a safety harness for a very long time. It's so uncomfortable. If you
Yeah.
look at it, I was carrying him, but he was doing all these weird stunts from up there. He was on a harness. But having said that, it is
our
not.
waist was
it is-
almost going purple.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
after the
So
second day of holding the harness,
that is not easy. I mean, you might think that just sitting on
yeah, the
my
bruises,
shoulders is easy. No. So it was not easy for both of us.
These
and
broad
that went on
shoulders.
for 15 days.
Yeah, and nights.
Yeah, 15 nights, sorry.
15 nights.
I just
Yeah.
cannot get over this
You
man's
said you
voice.
put
Like,
on
why
some
have I
muscle.
not
I mean,
heard this
you
before?
guys
Miriam, be so for real. We're
bulked
past
up
that.
a lot for
I ain't.
for this role.
I'm
What
done
was your
stuck back
routine
there.
to get yourself prepared.
Simple, plain routine, Clayton. This is what everybody in the
Yeah.
It, like, just
everybody.
comes out,
It's just there's nothing special to it. It's the same
From the
thing.
deepest of deepest throats.
Like how every actor prepares. But the only
Part of the
thing
throat.
was challenge.
How is she gonna say throat and then signal to her stomach?
Is that what she
In,
said?
yeah, she said right here in the deepest and deepest of throats, and
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
be so for
But
Is we
Sandy?
had to
Pause it.
keep-
Pause it. Pause it. Sandy, isn't his voice like really like
It's
a
deep, but not in
very
the
nice?
throats right
but
here.
it's not like a very like, how do I say it? It's not a very in your face deep voice. You know how some people have it. His is just so subtle, and it's
His is a commercial.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
His voice needs to be
very,
in it's
very
probably
good
in the
deep voice.
commercials, I bet.
Right.
It's
that
great
kind
for
of
the
voice.
voice people,
Right.
the voice actors.
Look at that abs over there. Anyways, moving right along.
It's that shape. We had to retain that shape or muscle we've retained for a very long time, for 3 years. So that was difficult because when we
Bro,
were
you
halted
ain't
by
eating.
the pandemic, we still
You're eating
had
a
to
lot.
keep
You got to bulk.
working out every day.
Yeah.
No,
That
to
Constantly,
maintain
you know,
shape.
be in shape.
Yeah, that's why.
3 years is a lot to
You
carry.
got to bulk a lot to get
that
the
kind
muscle.
of a body.
But like
That's-
good
it-
protein.
that was tough.
What's
Yeah,
like
I
your
know.
calorie intake during that time to put on
I have a
the
friend who's
weight?
competing
Because that's what I'm
Monday.
gonna say. I'm
Sunday.
putting on weight for a role right now. That's why I'm bulking up for this, right? That's what I'm gonna use it. So
Come
Bro,
train
me
with
too
us.
then.
I was put on about 3,000 calories a day.
Oh, yeah.
See?
Look at that.
Told you.
It took me somewhere around a good 16 months to 17 to achieve that.
Tarek is very particular in how he eats and the calorie count. I've seen him on sets. He would never eat. He would look at my food and just smell it, but he would never touch for 3 years. He did that, and I'm somebody. I think I'm more organic in my approach.
See?
I cannot.
See? That's
it's
why
too
we
much for
align
me.
right
I
here.
need some good food, bad food every day. Part of my. I need my sweets every day, and I think it took about 7 to 8 months here and there. But the worst part was, the most difficult part was to not eat and not have any of that, just to take a back seat during the pandemic.
Yeah.
the scene in which you two meet,
Yeah.
swinging off bridges,
Wow.
saving little kids,
Doing the most. That
wrapping
was
yourself
legit.
in fire, throwing flags. I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Howdy!
what? Is that all green screen or?
I wish the pendulum swinging was also on green screen, but no,
Yeah.
that was real.
That was
The
real.
flag was real.
12 days, we both were suspended.
Oh
Oh my gosh.
please don't even.
It took 12 days.
That
Yeah,
was-
the whole bridge breaking, the child, and then our both of us meeting, and then the underwater sequence after that. The whole
Can you believe that
sequence.
was the third day of the shoot?
Oh,
When
yeah.
we started in
The
2018, the
day
first 2
of
days
RRR
was very
begins,
normal,
yeah.
you know. I was
Bruh,
driving the
third
bike,
day
he
in
was
the-
sitting behind me, and
The first
it was
day.
just chill. The first 2 days, you know, we thought, wow, you know, it's nice. But that's when it started.
What's cooler, riding a motorcycle or riding a horse?
I think I love horses.
I love.
You look
I love
great.
I can't, and I'm not very good on bikes.
On a
And yeah, vice versa.
You look great on a horse.
I want to talk about the Tollywood of it all because
Howdy!
this has been
I
a
can't with
great eye-opening experience for me myself.
Ride
Someone
the
who
horse.
loves film,
That's what I
loves
was thinking.
non-English language. Can you talk about that impact for Tollywood and hopefully get to a place where it's not Bollywood, Tollywood, we're just Indian cinema, and then we're all
Our channel
just
does
talking
say
about
Indian
cinema.
cinema.
I think
We've
we've
been
already
done there,
reached
done that.
stage, Clayton. Now, I would say RRR was this
The
icing on
icebreaker.
cake.
Yeah.
But I think with Bahubali, somewhere Rajmouli was this director who could erase the imaginary lines of north film industry or southern film industry. You know, the northern and the southern, or the east or the west. We have different film industries. We have the Kannada, we have the Tamil, we have the Malayalam, we have the Telugu, we have the Hindi, we have the Bhojpuri, we have the Bengali. I mean, we are people who have the highest, amount of
Yeah.
film industries in one individual country. So with Bahubali, I think Rajmouli could erase those imaginary lines and made it one big Indian film. I think RRR added to it. RRR made it one big Indian film industry today. You know, today
Globally, yes.
globally, you know, I think today we don't represent, you know, first we are Telugites and then we are Indians, as I mentioned before. It fills us with a lot of pride that we are Telugu people sitting down here and talking. But again, you know, today I think we are Indians as well. So it is a great breakthrough, you know, for us to sit down here and talk about work, share our culture,
Look at the comments
share our
on the
work
man,
patterns. You know, it feels amazing. You know, it's really
Swallow,
good,
Mary.
and it happened only because of one person's dream. SSR, SS Rajamouli.
Him and his family business.
You know? And I think that's it's a very clear example of when a master storyteller comes out with master stories. I think that's when everybody in the globe is ready to reach out. I mean, you know, to accept it.
I mean, we all knew the breakthrough was inevitable. It had to happen at some point.
At some point.
And it happened with Bahubali. The whole of India and Asia knew who SSR was. And now the West is also enjoying his films. as the world is becoming one, cinema is becoming one, the boundaries are being erased. Cinema is one language, that's the experience, that's the emotion, which he somewhere cracked it in India until today. And Indian audience have been enjoying his emotion universally, and now even the West
I was looking at the
understands
ring.
that it's not coming from a small state in India, but it's just a movie that has been produced
straight
and
up
made
looking
in
at the ring.
that small state. I think that should be the focus, that yeah, I don't think we want to look up, we want to be addressed like a person coming from a small state and everything, but cinema is bigger than all of us. And I'm really proud that we're all part of this journey, and it began with SSR's RRR.
I like
waiting
what he
for
said,
my
you know,
interview to be
cinema is
just
one
as humble.
universal language.
Yeah.
I really agree to what he said, totally.
That's the deep water we're talking about. It's no secret you're sitting down here with the awards editor of Variety.
Yes,
This is
yes.
it. This is in the Oscar conversation. India didn't select it as its official submission. No shade to Last Film Show. It's actually a very good movie, but everyone in the punditry world says you had a guaranteed win if you just chose RRR. Can you talk about, maybe we're not aware about the politics about India choosing a Tollywood movie that's in Telugu versus other films that are typically in Hindi? Because I believe that by history, they traditionally pick something that's in Hindi and not Telugu. And even people who saw it on Netflix here, it's dubbed in Hindi, which I've never seen before. I've never seen.
We watched an
non-English
original language.
film
If you would like to
dubbed
go
in
watch, go to
another
Patreon. Hershey's
non-English
Gold.
language. So this has been interesting to watch.
A country with 1.4 billion people population. I wouldn't say there's a lot of politics going on with choosing what films need to go, but I think the panel which is sitting down there knows what they do the best. So I'm not gonna get down that road
That was
of
such a
talking
safe
about why
answer. I'm sorry.
RRR was not chosen as its official movie from the country.
Be feisty,
We'll talk
bro.
about Hindi. I think Hindi has primarily been a national language for a very long time. So, and that's why it's been, I think Hindi has taken its prominence through that. But for us, or for me at least, I would say that choose RRR, don't choose RRR. RRR has already made us proud.
Damn,
Karthik's
mic
been
drop.
really humble and nice, but I really want these two awards. But at the same time, like he said,
is why we
all
get
of us
along,
talking
sir.
about it. Clayton, you sitting here and even mentioning about it itself it's quite satisfying for us, and we're very grateful to the audience here and you. So rest, everything is a feather on the hat. So I'm going to see if that feather falls on our hat or not. Let's wait for another day.
I just did not want to jinx it.
Yeah.
Keep a good juju. One interesting thing that we learned is how big the both of you are in India. I've had people describe you as The Rock and Vin Diesel, but can dance like in a fantastic manner. What has been the conversation about the two of you transitioning to American cinema and making a big splash
Why not?
here?
Why not? We're actors, Clayton. Bring it on. I would say bring it on. Yeah, bring it
I
on.
would love to explore this.
We would love to.
And
What
I
kind of
love,
movie would you love to do?
like you said, Rock and Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel, yeah.
To begin with.
Fast and Furious for you.
Absolutely, that'd be great. But yes,
they
at
could
that
definitely
point, I
do a
think we
Fast and
have to
Furious
be
version.
open to accept what's given to us, and we're very open to.
I'm actually eager.
Eager to actually be a
waiting
part
to
of a movie.
have your directors experience us as well on the sets, and I think we will do a great job.
So
Great.
Steven Spielberg is watching. Feel
Self,
free to grab this too.
advertising.
We got a good movie going. I have some fun questions for you, but
Yeah,
before
sure.
that happens, I brought you guys something.
What?
And I thought it would be great for us to talk
Miriam.
about
Oh my God! Wow.
some jaguars.
Oh, this is a tiger.
It's like it was
Both
Both are jaguars. I think one is.
That's a gift from
Alright.
me to you for,
Oh, thank
for
you
coming
so much.
through our
Thank you
space
so much,
here.
Clayton.
They're like
Yeah,
beanie
don't throw it
babies.
Yeah,
at
the
each
Beanie
other,
Babies.
though, 'cause
No.
we've seen you throw
I'm gonna
jaguars
go give it to my
before.
younger one. He loves tigers and jaguars.
I want to talk about your 20 years of friendship, and I want to see how well you guys know each
Oh,
other.
the
And
bromance?
what animal would you want to be
Shows.
if you could be any animal?
Horse. Children would want to be.
So
a
we're
horse.
going to answer for each other, right?
Yeah, you can answer
Okay,
for
I
each
think.
Oh, for each
other.
other.
Oh no, actually that'd be better. Please
Yeah.
answer for each
Yeah.
other. Yeah.
Horse.
Horse.
I think children would want to be a horse.
Tiger.
Tiger.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is a horse true?
Is that true?
Yes.
Told
Absolutely.
you, ride the horse.
Who would last longer in an actual fight with the tiger? out of the two of you.
Realistically,
Who would last a
no.
little bit longer?
Little longer.
Realistically, I think both of us will run.
It'd be foolish if you didn't take that hit.
It'd be foolish.
On God.
If you were actually doing a dance battle of Naatu Naatu, who would win out of you two?
I mean, he would have got the step, right? But in terms of endurance, I would have gone, but he would have got it perfectly. And that.
So the movie is correct then.
Yeah,
and giving him the win. You would've- all right. Who takes longer to do their hair on the day of shooting?
Tarak.
Really?
Charan.
Tarak takes a long time to do his hair. Not the makeup, the hair.
The hair.
You're very right on your question. Not the
You know,
makeup.
Your hair bounces and waves.
So to tame it, it takes a little while. I think he's right there.
Yeah.
That's our period. Your house bounces and
Tarak,
waves.
Tarak.
Charan, I think Charan.
Like,
Charan is this.
They
Charan
blame
is
each
not a
other.
boy who's not caught, and I'm somebody who's caught. So there's never going to be an answer where he or me are going to win. No,
it also
he was a naughty boy.
tells you that maybe I never did anything.
Ooh, there you go.
No. It's Charan definitely the naughtiest.
What was the most fun you had on set?
I think the most difficult episode, and also I kind of weirdly had fun, was the 65 nights of shooting the interval episode of us becoming arch rivals. And then it's the intermission. So that episode, weirdly, 65 nights. I think
Am I only into it?
any actor would hate doing that.
There was
but
a lot going on
weirdly
though,
enjoyed it. Like he told me one day, saying, I am the night owl. I like shooting in the
There was a
nights,
few
and
more
he's
tribals,
more
like
of a day
castle.
person.
See, we were like
probably
night
I
owl.
enjoyed it more.
Yeah, so I would say Naatu Naatu would definitely be something which was a great experience. I had fun as well, but there was a lot of torture for that. But we were in Ukraine. We would after everything probably catch up, go out to a restaurant, get some food. We had that. We had a good family time as well. I would say Naatu Naatu in Ukraine in Kiev was a fun experience.
We're gonna get sentimental. Please tell me the best quality about
Slammed
the other
it down.
person.
What I like is he's one person, not just me. I know hundreds of people around him would say the same. He's somebody you can really rely on at any point of the day, any time of the day, at any situation in your life. You can make that one call to him and he'll be there. That's the trust he has built over the years with anybody and everybody he has ever come across in his life. This is the number one quality I admire and love. And he's a great father.
That's sweet.
He's a great husband, great actor, and more than anything, he's a great friend.
One of the very, very, very few friends, you have, maybe you could just count on your fingers. But Charan would be definitely the first person I would want to call and share or ask for help or even rely upon. The first phone call I would do is definitely to Charan. And he's everything
Popular
a friend
today.
needs to be. And he's everything a friend should
Learn
be.
from him.
He's everything a friend can be. And just this he's this beautiful person who can literally, give you a shoulder and say, you know what, it's all right. Shit happens.
The bromance. I love it. What's the scene that isn't in the movie that you were disappointed didn't make the final cut?
I could have given a better close-up if he was not doing those things right in
If
front
he
of
did
me.
not irritate me, I think I would have done a better job also. Please.
The final question. Listen, there's been rumors about it. RRR Part 2.
Wow.
What?
Y'all better not be mad at each other again.
Said it on one of the one of the stages.
I mean, it sounds like it's definitely happening, but listen, we don't know anything official. Things are always so secretive. We also don't. Listen, it took 4 years to get this. I can't wait 4 years for RRR2.
Just the announcement. Clayton, I'm on your side on this as well. So I have no clue as of now. My director has officially not told us. But yeah, I've been hearing it on the press, on one of the stages where he spoke after the screening, the Q&A. So yeah, I'm waiting for him to roll this news with us.
It's been amazing.
the
to watch
director
this ride.
himself
It's been
said
amazing
it.
to watch you
Shit.
guys. It's been amazing to see Americans introduced to the talent of you two, and the bromance. But no,
Sure.
thank you for saying, guys.
Thank
and,
you so
we're
much.
We're gonna be seeing a lot more of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's great meeting
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Are we still got time?
We're good.
I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Oh, nope.
That was legit.
That was really nice.
That was like such a nice perspective to have with their like legit romance.
Yeah.
Because I love
Over
the
20 years of
bromances.
friendship.
Wow.
That's almost as long as we've been alive.
Yeah.
Bro, seriously.
That's wild. I think my longest friendship, oh my gosh, 12. My longest friendship was like 15 years.
Oh, my longest goes back to from 3rd grade.
Mine's when I was like 12.
Well, how old am I in 3rd grade? 8?
Maybe 8.
Like 8, 9. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's the one who I flew out for her wedding.
Okay. So I think
Remember in May on field day?
I think you win.
That's my longest friendship, and we still talk.
I just saw
That's
mine
nice.
yesterday.
Yeah. She's in Canada.
My bestie.
We were peace builders together, but then we caused everything but peace. It's okay.
So kind of like them on the set.
Yeah. Yeah, we couldn't sit on one
I'm guessing you're the
table.
one that always got caught though.
No. No.
No.
When your teachers would
No.
call her parents, bro.
No, she was the one who held my blood from my chin.
God.
Oh, I was
walked
gonna say the
into
drool as you
office.
watched all these men.
No, when I broke my chin, she was the one who held it and took me and was like, "Oh, your chin!" I didn't even know because it was frozen. Because we were outside and I was already frozen and I couldn't feel pain, Sandy. You know the cold there?
I know.
Right? I don't know what you're laughing at. Wait till you feel the cold. Anyways,
I felt
I didn't
cold
feel
up there,
anything.
but I
She
just don't
just
go
saw
skipping
me
around.
and she was like,
In the
"Bro,
ice.
In the ice with
You
the wrong
bleeding.
shoes.
She was like, "Bro, you bleeding?" And I was like, "What you mean?"
The wrong shoes though.
Yeah, what were you wearing? I can't remember. The story.
The
I
wrong
wore my
shoes.
indoor shoes instead of my outdoor shoes
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't like my boots.
I'm not saying it's not the cold. I agree.
I
I
didn't.
cannot do cold. However,
No, but then the frozen blood is what she saw, and she was like, "Mariam, bro, you're bleeding," and I was like, "What you mean?" Because I didn't feel anything. I was already frozen, and then she walked me because she was like, "Bro, we gotta save the chin."
Yeah.
and now
I
we only
think
have a
you know
small
what though.
invention.
Honestly, if she hadn't like pressed down my chin for me, I think I would have lost pieces because it broke into 4 pieces. So
The bone?
yeah, like the bone inside. Because then I had 8 stitches.
Oh.
Is my butt chin? It used to be a beautiful cherry chin. Now it's a butt chin.
But
Anyways,
it's only a butt at the bottom. Like it's not a butt here. It's here.
no, it is.
No, it's at the bottom right here. Butt chins are usually like there's a dimple like
Yeah.
right
Yeah, you'll see
there.
it more if I do this. Anyways, that's what
Yeah.
that is. But yeah, that's
Long
my
story
longest.
short.
That's my longest friendship.
Like them,
Mm-hmm.
there was one that always got caught, and then there's one that's holding the chin.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we got from this story.
She
Long
always
story
backed
short.
me up though because I
Long
used to
story
be bullied.
Oh, no
She
way.
would come to my rescue.
No way, Miriam.
You?
Yeah, they called me
Yeah.
Shorty,
Oh, no way.
and then they called me.
And nothing's
And
changed.
then they called me Martin Luther King. I don't know why, but they call me. that.
Why?
I don't know, Sandy. If y'all haters watching, look at where I'm at. Look at where you're at.
Martin Luther King.
I'm out here on YouTube, on the streets of YouTube, TikTok, and Patreon, and Instagram. Where you at? Nowhere.
Martin
Anyways,
Luther King, bro.
bro, that would be
That's
so
weird.
legit if someone actually from my elementary who used to bully me found this.
Mm-hmm.
Let
If
us know
went
why
to
you called her
Thorncliffe Park
Martin Luther
Public
King.
Drive,
How you gonna give your information?
that's
like
where I
that?
went. I'm not there anymore, so I could give it. I went there 1 through 4. Yeah, because then we moved.
And why'd you call her Martin Luther King? That's what I want to
That's
know.
what I want to know.
So
Let
Is
me
you're-
in on the
because you're a
joke.
peacemaker? You want everyone to get along?
yeah, right. From which
But if
angle,
it's
Sandy?
funny, I'll
Have
start
you
calling
seen
her
me?
MLK. You just let me know.
Peace from where, Sandy? Sandy, there was a situation. Okay, we're gonna derail it a little bit here, but there was a situation where we were peace building, and this one girl would just piss me off, and I'm like, "You're such a pain in the ass." She went and snitched on me, and she was like, "She said I have a pin in my ass." I'm like,
Oh,
"Bitch."
no.
I said pain first of all, and then my homegirl came to my rescue. She's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa!" She said pain, not pin. Anyways, I was always a peacemaker. Can't you tell?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fix your face. Anyways, guys.
If Abrielle was here,
This
she
was
would say
great.
she's the stirrer.
No, I'm not.
She's the stirrer.
No.
In certain situations.
No, Sandy.
It's great,
it
though.
comes to me, though. I don't go for it. It comes to me.
She sees things. she
Sandy,
gets involved in
apparently,
things.
I look like a therapist to some people at work.
She does this.
And no,
and
I
I
don't.
do this. And I sip.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Apparently, to some people at work, I give therapists somehow, and so they be venting to me. And of course, I'm sharing that tea with my homies.
Mm-hmm.
How
Oh, no,
could I
for
not?
sure. I love to sip.
How could I not? Bring
I
that
won't
tea?
tell anyone
And
I
it's like
know.
hot
And if
sipping
I
type of
get
tea.
told I know, I'm always like, oh,
Yeah, we have to act. We're the best actresses
No.
ever.
tell me more.
Yeah.
Even
no.
though I already know
You
everything.
kind of
Yeah,
gotta do it.
we're good.
You just kind of gotta do it.
This acting wasn't it. No, on God, though, like for when people tell me, I'd be like, really?
Anyways,
Who else was there?
guys? You know, I hope you enjoyed, and I'm really happy that we got this requested from Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
Like I always mentioned, they give such a good variety of things to watch. It's not like kind of like the same song request.
And this is on Variety TV. Or Variety YouTube.
Yeah, Variety's channel.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so like it really helps us also. It's like a change for us, and it's a refreshing change.
Yeah.
We love it. So thank you so much to you guys for always keeping that little refreshment for us every month. We really, really enjoy it. Once again, continue to comment and partake in all those amazing posts. I do update on YouTube as well. This will also go on YouTube much later on, so y'all will see it too. So I gotta include you. I don't know if they saw that, but anyways, yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed. Thank you so much. Around Charan though. Anyways, don't forget.
Look, she got so thirsty. Drink. Gone.
Anyways, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Patreon.
Because you already are.
Specifically, specifically, you know, the Hershey's Gold tier. But this is also going to go on YouTube. I would like to mention, we've seen quite a few hits of SS Rajamouli on Patreon. So if you would like to take a look at the reaction, feel free. It's on the Hershey's Gold tier that you'll see the full movie, but y'all will get the notifications of the voting and stuff. Yeah, so continue to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and renew that membership because you already know it's greatness there. Why wouldn't you?
Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.